Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today I'm going to be showing you some designs that I've come up with for painting on rocks. And this is just going to be an inspiration video to share with you some of my ideas. Some of these patterns I actually have step-by-step tutorials on how to make them. But others are very simple and you can kind of just design and paint your own. For example, this one, I wanted the idea to do butterflies on large flat rocks because I think they look really nice in the garden as a pop of color and actually a surprise, because this kind of looks like when you see this in the garden area or on the ground, it almost tricks the eye and fools the eye into thinking, oh, there's a real butterfly. And then when you go up close to the rock, then you realize it's just painted on the rock. So that's why I like to do the butterflies on rocks for the garden. But with the butterflies, I always use a very flat, or try and get a nice flat rock and a pretty large rock. As you see here, this is a pretty good size. It's about probably 4 inches long and about 3 inches wide to make it look like a realistic butterfly. But I actually have the tutorial on how to make that in my videos, so if you're interested to see how I did that. On this one, it was really cool. I came up, this rock actually has a natural crack in it that is, I don't know if you can really see it on the video, that is actually this shape here. And so as soon as I saw that, it was like a big frown in the rock. And as soon as I saw that, what popped into my mind was a shark's mouth. And so this rock just had to be painted like a shark head. So that was this story of this rock. And then circular rocks are really great for these patterns. And this is just a very flat, perfectly circular rock, and it's great for these concentric designs, kind of aboriginal in inspiration. Even this oval looks great done with some concentric lines and shapes in it. And these are just dots that are placed on very neatly to form this pattern. And I have video tutorials on how to do these rocks here as well. So if you look up my, and I have it in my category of crafts in that section. Another idea was this was kind of a heart-shaped rock here. And so I thought almost heart-shaped kind of, but rounded like lily pad. So that was my inspiration for this little lily pad flower. And actually one of my students actually painted this, or a couple of my students painted this for us. We're giving them away or doing something with them as a school in our county as a project. So some of these have actually been done by students. Here's another one. This was a really cute one. It's almost oblong, well, it's kind of oval shape, but I thought this would be really cute for a bumblebee. And that would be a fun pop of color. Of course, it's larger than a bumblebee, exaggerated. And some of the kids started painting this, and it's not quite exactly done. We'll put some light white in the here and then do some pops of color in the eyeballs. But I thought this was a fun, easy for kids to do design. And that's our bumblebee. And then when I looked at these rocks here, I got inspiration for these shapes for little bunnies. I just thought these were precious. And like again, some of my kids made these and painted them, and they're having fun doing that. The bunny is real simple. You do your little triangle nose, and so this is a very three-dimensional rock here. It's not flat at all, and so when I looked at this at first, I envisioned, you know, a little rabbit face with their ears tucked back on both of these. And I really like this one better. Actually, it's more pointed here for the nose. This is pretty flat-faced here. Actually, a flat-faced one would be cute for a little Shih Tzu. If you have a flat-faced rock, that would have been perfect for a Shih Tzu. But actually, but I did the bunny. Anyways, so what we do is we do a little triangle nose, and then it's a straight line down and up for the lips. And I have tutorials on actually how to draw bunnies. Simple bunny face. And then your floppy ears that flop back take up the length of the bunny. So it's like a bunny that's curled up. And we left the rock, this natural color, these are river rock. We just left it the natural color and then did some light values for fur here on it. So this was pretty quick. And the designs were drawn out with Sharpie and then just a little bit of paint. And these, we can add a little detail more. I'll have some 5th grade kids work on these today. And I want to give a little pop of color in the eyes too, but I wanted to make the video during my lunch to share with you. Here's the little dinosaur head. And what I do is when I first look at the rock, it kind of tells you what it's going to be just by looking at a rock. Sometimes it has a certain shape that calls to you. And at first, this one called to me a pie. It reminded me of a piece of pie. It was very triangular, but yet three-dimensional. And I thought, oh, a piece of pie painted on a rock? I don't know how exciting that would be. And then I had the feeling of a dinosaur skull. So it called to me. And so it turned into the dinosaur head. And I really love the way this turned out. I do have a tutorial step-by-step on how to do the details of this rock as well. And then this one was really cool because actually looking at this rock, it has a natural crack in it. Let me see if I could see it up really close. It has a hole right in the rock here and a crack that was in this kind of frown shape. And so when I first saw this rock, instantly it popped into my head, this has to be the shark. So I went ahead and had the kids draw in this frown. We looked up on the internet some shark heads to get some details from, and then the kids painted in the designs. And then we're going to spiff up the teeth a little bit more and add some color in the eyeball and finish off the nostril, but then it'll be done. But I want to show you the process of this. The kid is not quite done yet, but I really like that idea of that mouth. You can see the 3D look of it, where it actually takes on the natural form of the rock. And here's another one that comes up with a natural form of the rock here. We looked at this and we saw some bumps on the side, so we wanted to take advantage of that. And then it has the curve like a giant frog here. And then it's actually got another natural bump on this side, which is absolutely perfect for 2 legs in the frog. And so this was a neat idea. It kind of just screamed, I'm a frog! And so the rock was turned into actually a frog here. And I thought that came out cute, the way that did. And here's the bunny run here too, and I think I've talked about every one. Here's the bumblebee. And this was simple. The bee is very simple for kids to do here. And this was just like an oval rock, kind of an oval, combination rounded oval rock here, which makes a cute little design, the bumblebee. But thanks for checking it out. And if you have any other great ideas for painting on rocks, please share with us. And let us know in the comments how your rocks came out. I hope this inspires you to create your rock masterpieces.